Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Kara, and whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit today. So y'all know I film this on my Friday nights, but this is Sunday for all of us, and it is mimosas and makeup. So today I am having some Sutter Home Rosé, nothing fancy, but the content is 12.5%, and so this will give you a nice little, you know, a little buzzy situation. So cheers and happy Sunday. I don't think I've ever been this stumped about what I wanted to do for mimosas and makeup. I usually have a lot of makeup that I haven't used, and that is still the case, but just haven't been inspired to deal with that. But I have wanted to come back to this baby here, which is Quintessence. It's one of the palettes from the Sydney Grace and Talia collection that was released earlier this year. So if you want to see 3 looks with this palette, keep on watching this video. And if makeup is your therapy and your escape and it makes you happy and you really love eyeshadow the most, consider subscribing and joining the community, because I would love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So, well, first of all, I finished my first week of school. It was only 3 days, but it was good. I kind of miss the kids. They are very chatty and very excited to be in school, and I'm happy for them that they're able to have this time. And I am hoping and praying that it will last and that everyone stays safe. And that goes for all schools, not just mine, but there's a lot going on. So yeah, keep all your school employees and these children, just keep them in your prayers, y'all, because it's real out here. All right, on to the fun. So holiday season is approaching. I'm seeing a lot of sneak peeks, a lot of fall releases as well. I have gotten some things, but the excitement isn't what it used to be for me, and that's kind of sad. Well, it's gonna be happy for my wallet. I'm not saying I've lost my happiness and excitement about makeup, but it's more so about the new releases. Now that I have such a large collection, I am just looking at color stories repeat themselves, and there's just nothing new. I'm also seeing a lot of huge palettes, and I'm not a huge palette girl. So like that Carnival palette, I think it's out now. So beautiful. But that could be like 3 palettes for me. It's a little overwhelming, but it is gorgeous. It's just not for me. So whoa. What? Go get a juice box.
Yeah, the mango.
Excuse me? Yeah, it's a mango punch. Nobody told you to go on the trampoline. You thirsty. Anyway, what's been calling to me is Quintessence, you guys. So a while back, I said I was gonna do one video in depth of each of these Talia palettes, and I've just been, I don't want to say I've just been rolling through new makeup, but I haven't been doing as many videos, probably like 2 to 3 a week. So here. Hey mom, can you open this please? Oh no. Sure I can. Oh, you can still speak clearly though.
I know.
Here, give one to Marky as well. Thanks. You can close the door. Thank you so much. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, let's just get started with the look inspo, because I already see how this is going to go down. Now, I'm going to insert a picture in of my swatches of this beautiful palette, but y'all, come on, how can we not forget this galactic goodness? Like, this is some galactic awesomeness. What I said in my video when I talked about these 3 palettes was that this is the one that I seem to be the least interested in, but it is the one that I really love the most. So I'll be honest, I have not touched this palette since that video, and that's the problem because it's been on my mind and I'm like, no, but I have to do this. I haven't gone over this. I haven't gone over this. And several of the palettes, you know, they really weren't really that exciting to me, but this one excites me. So let's get into it, and hopefully this will inspire you to pull out your Quintessence palette if you purchased it and, you know, do some new looks. So let's get into it. We're gonna do 3 looks today. Oh, y'all, and these are my new ears. I wore these for the first day of school, and they are inspired by the movie Up, the Disney movie, which I have not seen. So that's something I need to take care of. All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom in. Glam Light Icing Primer in the shade Buttercream, you know. Oh, Nude Venus Blush, Bite Beauty Honeycomb, the old formula, and of course a KKW lip liner. So we're gonna start first with the shade Parallax, which is this light matte gray. And we're gonna just put that in the transition area and use that to go ahead and set down this primer. If you have not tried Sydney Grace, I don't know what you're doing. So no, if you have not tried Sydney Grace, you cannot go wrong with their eyeshadows. Their shimmers and their mattes, all of it is some pigmented goodness, and you just cannot go wrong. So just putting that in the transition area here. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, but I did purchase all 3 palettes in the light version. I just happen to like the mattes in the light versions better. Parallax, I think, is one of the shades that would be darker if you got the deep version. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Gives you just a little bit of a transition. And lately I've been going back to taking my primer and really trying to carve out my brows. I'm just loving how polished it makes the look. Yeah, I'm into it. Plus it covers up any of the unwanted brow hairs. But yeah, because I don't get my eyebrows done, I just tweeze them. And the way I've been doing my eyebrows lately, I'm really feeling it. You know, I know they're not like professional, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, let's move on. Next, I'm going to deepen it up with the shade Reaching Zenith, which is a deeper gray. I'm gonna put that in the crease. And I just love the way these shadows, they just blend like just with ease. And y'all know I have been using that word lately. You know, there's so much craziness going on, so many hardships. Sometimes, like when you sit down with makeup and this is supposed to be therapeutic, like we don't want drama, we just want ease. Like this is supposed to be fun. I do like working with different eyeshadow formulas to an extent, and this is one that you really don't have to, you know, play around too much with. My camera is so rude. Anyway, what I was saying was the shimmers you can use dry. You don't need to have any tricks. I mean, it's just such an easy formula to work with. So anyway, enough of that. So there we have Reaching Zenith. So you can see that depth here in the look. And now what I'm gonna do is go into the shimmer. And I wanna use the shade My Constellation, which is this just beautiful shade. It's like a little, I guess, a mauve-y shimmer. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Don't have to do too much. And you can put together these looks really quickly. I really appreciate that about Sydney Grace eyeshadows. That is so pretty. Now what I'm gonna do is take this shade Umbra, which is this black matte, and I'm going to just tap that in. I could leave it like this, but no. We're gonna have a little bit of drama here on the outer corner with the shade Umbra. Just going over that shimmer just a little bit to blend it all together. Putting it up in the crease just a little bit. Give us that smoke. Taking it down on the lower lash line, just part of the way. and just using what's already on the brush, not adding to it. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. The boys are leaving me alone, I think, because August had been asking me for Chick-fil-A, but he really wants the Chick-fil-A to be delivered to school for lunch because that's what one of his friends gets. Sir, I cannot do that. Plus, I'm paying $100 extra a month for hot lunch for you, where you don't even hardly eat that. I just can't with him. So they give you this menu of what they're having every day. And then what they'll do is they'll say like, hey, if you want to substitute for anything, let me just back up real quick. So if you want to substitute for anything, you let them know and send them an email. You know, you can send it the night before, or you can send all of the dates at once. So August and I went through the menu. It was like 15 substitutes. Like, he didn't want anything. He didn't want chicken and cheese quesadillas. He didn't want the sausage cheese biscuit. He didn't want waffles. He didn't want the chicken sandwich. I'm about, don't you know the chicken sandwich makes me sick? I'm like he's so picky. So he wants freaking Chick-fil-A delivered. No, sir. I'm so sorry that you thought that was going to happen. Just taking a clean brush. So anyway, long story short, I did promise them that they could have Chick-fil-A on Friday. So I went right after school and got it. And they had their dinner at like 4:30. So they're probably nice and full. And I'm fine with that. It's a lot trying to figure out food with these kids, you know. Now Marky, he gets school lunch every day. Now, let me tell you what happened, not last year because he was virtual, but the year before last. I was trying to figure out why I had to keep putting money in his account. Like, how much is lunch? They were allowing this fool to purchase 2 lunches a day. I can't. It's just too much. 2 lunches. I can't with these boys. And it's only going to get worse, like, as they get older. Hopefully they start eating some different things. Because the whole thing is like, I've been doing so much research, I'm just going to be chatty, on anxiety and foods and the correlation just for me, you know, and it is amazing. So now I'm looking like, because I eat pretty well, I think, but there are some things I think in my diet, including wine, but that are not exactly good for anxiety. I'm looking at all the processed foods and stuff that the boys eat, and then, you know, I'm making them separate meals from what I'm eating, and I'm like, no, this is not right. But at the same time, it's like you picking and choosing your battles because they don't want to eat anything. Like, what are they going to eat? So I'll work it out. We'll figure it out. I've been talking to them about it too. Like, I could go on and on. So let me just calm down. No, let me tell y'all this one last thing. So I was getting the Smarty Pants vitamins. I'm sure y'all know what they are. But I got them, the Smarty Pants vitamins, and they are like sugary gumdrops. Now, August is not into that. Marky is real pumped about it. And you have to eat 4 of them, which is great. So I try to step my game up and get them the damn organic ones. Wow. Hello. Hello. What do you have? What are you eating? What?
My charger.
Where's your charger?
Mama, where's the earbuds?
Oh. So this kid gotta use my earbuds. Anyway, what was I talking about? Vitamins. So I try to step my game up, order the organic vitamins, but alas, they don't come with the sugary stuff on it. So now nobody wants to eat them. It's like you can't win. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on because y'all didn't come here for this. Let me go right to the inner corner highlight for a second. I want to take Galactic Muse. I'm going to put that in the inner corner. Let's give us a nice little interesting pop of color here with this cool tone look. This palette, y'all, oh my God. What was I doing waiting so long to use this? What is wrong with me? And I'm just gonna go back with Reaching Zenith and put that under the lower lash line. Now this is some smoky galactic goodness right here. I like it a lot. We have a look, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. as per usual, I'm gonna come back with my mascara and liner, and I'll show y'all the final look. Okay, you guys, I am back with the final look. So pretty. Now, oh, August, hand me that green tube over there. See that green tube?
This.
Yes, that. Doing too much. So for mascara, I use the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. It's called Liquid Lash Extensions. Haven't pulled this out in a while. So I use that. And then for eyeliner, I just did the bottoms today. I used the ColourPop cream gel liner, and it was just a silver color. All of my cream gel liners, like the names of the shades, pretty much wore off, so I don't even know what it's called. But let me know what y'all think about this first look. It's like a little smoky, cool toned situation. I'm liking it. All right, y'all, let's move on to look number 2. All right, you guys, I'm back for look number 2 with Quintessence. I do have all of the same makeup on that I had on in the first look. All right, we are gonna start with the shade Reaching Zenith for the transition. Now for the crease shade, I'm gonna go in with the shade Interstellar, which is this blue-green matte. I'm gonna use that for the crease and the outer corner. Bringing it up just a little bit above the crease. Y'all know, because the hoods. I'm gonna go back and do the inner corner after I do the shimmer shade. So right now I'm just really focusing on the crease. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Galactic Muse, which is this beautiful shimmery teal color, so pretty, right on the lid. Back into the shade Interstellar, and let's just put that on the outer corner. It's gonna cover up the shimmer just a little bit. Now switching brushes, I'm just gonna take this brush and take Interstellar and put it on the lower lash line, focusing on the back half to tie the top and bottom of the eye together. And now I want to go into the shade Orion Nebula, and I want to put that under the lower lash line as well, just using the same brush. Oh, my children are here. I hear them. Oh my God, do they have to bang the door like that? Okay, I don't even know where I left off. So I took the shade Orion Nebula and I put that under the lower lash line, and now we're going to the inner corner highlight. And for that, I'm gonna take the shade the Milky Way and we're gonna place that in the inner corner. Place a little bit under the brow bone. And here is the second look. Let me know what y'all think. Going to finish this off with my liner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so here is the final look. I love it. And I used a ColourPop Plum eyeliner and the Essence Volume Stylist mascara. Yes, let me know what y'all think about this. I love it. See, this makes me excited. Like, this is gorgeous. Oh my God. Okay, let's move on to the last look. Okay, y'all, one more look to go. So for this look, I am going to start with the shade Parallax and use that in the transition area. Now this time I want to take Orion Nebula, and I really want to use this as a transition shade too. I just put Parallax down because I had my primer. So let's just see how this does to use this more like a matte than a shimmer. I think that looks really nice. It just shows you how great these Sydney gray shadows are. And this probably would have blended nicely with or without the Parallax shade, but I just wasn't sure how a shimmer would do on top of the primer because it was a bit tacky. So I just put that Parallax down for safekeeping. Just bring it up a little bit closer to the brow bone, just so it's not that gap. Now I want to go right into some drama. We're going to take the shade Celestial Bloom. Y'all, I can't. Look how beautiful this shade is. Focusing it primarily on the center of the lid. Look how beautiful that is. I know that's a little messy right there, but that's okay. I want to go into the shade Umbra, and we're going to put that on the inner corner as well as in the crease. Just taking a little more of the Orion Nebula shade to kind of mix with the black. So make sure it looks diffused. And now I want to go into the shade Aurora, and I'm going to put that on this first portion of the lid. Going into the shade Umbra again, the black, putting that under the lower lash line on the back half. Now I want to go into the shade Borealis and also put this under the lower lash line. And last but not least, for the inner corner, I want to go into the shade Cirrus Starlight. And that's our third look. That is just galactic goodness right here. All three looks were actually, but this one really to me embodies the whole palette. All right, you guys, I'm gonna finish this up and I'll be back to close out the video. All right, you guys, so here is the last and final look with Quintessence. This one might be my favorite. I just love how the purpley blue goes with that plum and then the green on the bottom. Really nice. I love it. So you guys, that's all I've got for this video today. I'm really, really glad that I did it because it was sitting out because, you know, this was something that I wanted to do and I just didn't get around to doing it. But I am just becoming more and more in love with all of these palettes that I have. And honestly, I have been so attracted to old makeup that I don't have versus the newer collections. So I am going to be doing some videos with some older palettes that are new to me and just some older palettes that are old to me. But I will be sprinkling some new in between, so don't worry about that. But it's going to be a great mix and I'm so happy about it. And I'm glad that you guys like it too. And I will still be using my singles, so don't worry about that. And remixing, all of that good stuff. So thank you guys for spending some time with me on another edition of Mimosas and Makeup. I really hope it was therapy to you because it was for me. And until I see you again, make sure that you are being gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.